Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel of Slow English, where I share stories and commentary and my thoughts in slow English so you can understand and learn expressions naturally without lists of words, lists of grammar, lists of expressions that you have to memorize. I find it's easier to learn in context and remember phrases in context. Today, it is a beautiful day. The sun is shining and the weather is cool. So I'm here at the park taking a walk. I'm sorry for the noise in the background. They're cutting the grass. They have men here riding lawnmowers, big lawnmowers, cutting the grass. So it's a little noisy. I like this park. It has two ponds. A pond is like a little lake. It's a small body of water. Right now, I'm crossing the dam. See if we can see. You see, this is the dam. And here's the first pond. This is a new park. It has only been open for a couple of years. The people that owned this property donated the park to the county so that people who live here have a place to go and enjoy the nature and outside. This park has a couple of miles of trails. A couple usually refers to two. So it has about 2 miles of trails to walk around the ponds and through the woods. I usually look like a crazy woman when I'm walking in this park because I like to practice my languages while I'm here. I use an application that uses AI, artificial intelligence, to speak with the AI and practice my languages. Sometimes I just have conversations in Spanish or in French. Sometimes I do exercises to practice grammar by translating sentences from English into the other languages. I try to translate complex sentences, difficult sentences, so when I'm speaking to people, I'm able to use complex grammar more fluently and more quickly and confidently. I think that input is important, but I think it is also important to practice speaking. It's a skill just like listening, and we have to train the muscles of our mouth and our tongue to produce those words and phrases quickly and accurately. This is very pretty right here. This is the second pond, and there's a fountain in this one. Look, see the fountain and the bench. It's a pretty place to sit. Sometimes there are geese on this pond, but I don't usually see ducks. I'm surprised there are no ducks on this pond. One time I was out walking and talking to AI, and I came across another woman walking, and I forgot that I should be speaking English to people here. And when I came close to her, I said, "Hola." Uh, yeah, she looked at me like I was crazy. And I realized after what I'd done. A few years ago, I fell down the stairs at my house and broke my foot at the bottom. And I couldn't walk for, oh, 8 weeks, I think. And I had to use crutches, and it was pretty terrible. And for a long time after, my foot and ankle hurt me a lot, and it was hard to go walking or exercise. So I started doing research on how to strengthen my feet, how to make them stronger. And I watched a couple of videos about barefoot shoes. Barefoot shoes. These are shoes that have no padding on the inside. They're almost like walking directly on the ground. They have a very thin sole and no arch inside. They also have a wide space at the front so your toes can spread out. And it seemed silly. Can you see the people fishing over there? There are people fishing off in the distance. It seemed silly, the barefoot shoes, but I decided to try. And it's hard because, like here, there's gravel. It's small pieces of rocks on the path, and there are also roots from the trees on the path, and you feel every rock and every root under your feet. But it really did strengthen my feet and my ankle, and it feels a lot stronger now. I went hiking with my husband a couple of months ago, and we were going for a very long hike, about 8 miles. So I decided to wear a pair of shoes with more padding, with a thicker sole and with an arch. And I think it was a bad idea. Every time I stepped on a root or a big rock, I would twist my ankle. It was like I would fall off the side of the shoe and twist my ankle. So I've decided it's better to wear the barefoot shoes than save my ankles. There's a woman who sometimes walks her dogs here, and I want to be quiet in case she is here today. But she has two very big and vicious dogs, very mean dogs. And when I get close to her on the path, she takes the dogs to the side of the path. And she has a very calm demeanor, a very calm energy and manner about her. I think that is to try to keep the dogs calm as well. And one time when I was walking past her and the dogs, one of the dogs lunged at me and tried to bite me. And I was scared. And she's not a very, excuse the truck in the distance, the noise. She's not a very big woman. And I think this dog could have gotten away from her if it wanted to. And so now when I see her here with her dogs, I try to go a different direction. I don't want to get close to them again. It was not a good experience. Another time after that experience, she had one of the dogs without a leash, off its leash, and the dog was in the pond swimming. When I came around the path, the dog stopped, and she stopped, and I stopped, and I turned around and went another direction because I was afraid the dog would come after me. The dog would try to attack me again, and this time the dog didn't have a leash on, a collar and a leash. It was free. Um, so I think the woman knows that I don't like her very much, which is kind of mean of me to say, but I try to avoid her at all costs. Um, at all costs is like no matter what it costs me. If I have to walk 2 miles in the other direction, I try to avoid her. Thank you for joining me today on my walk through the park. I hope you enjoyed our conversation and learned something from it. If you are enjoying this channel and want to hear more conversations in slow English, please hit thumbs up, like this video, and subscribe. It will help this channel to grow. Thank you, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.